Hi there everybody, I'm Jerry and was just sent this. This is a smart home robot that not only vacuums but also mops and has a lot of features packed into this tiny design. This actually was sent with this S8 Max. Everything you had was included in the box. It does have a lot of extra goodies that they do include in here, startup guides, owner's manuals, and you're also going to get a lot of things that you don't necessarily get with a lot of other products that I've seen. One is a remote. This one also uses a smart home app, which I'm going to show you here in a minute, but you also do have a remote that you can use to activate this and get this started, so you can have that close by and handy. They do send you with an extra spare mop piece because this actually is a mop as well as a vacuum. You do get some spare vacuum bags because this base, which is a slim design base, which I like because some of them are really bulky, this one actually can fit underneath a lot of things, and it has easy access bin here for your bag that's easy to change out there, as well as the docking port on there that plugs into a standard 110 outlet. They do send you with a little hair tool, removal tool, a little de-shedding tool that you can use to clean everything there. And then it also sends you with several spare little wisps that you can use to replace. Now, any vacuum that's a robot vacuum I've ever had, you always have to buy a spare of these. These are what gets along the edges. And of course, they do wear out over time. You even get another little spare air filter for the actual unit itself. So a lot of goodies that they pack in there, which I'm really liking the fact that it comes with a lot of those spare things to get you started, but it's ready right out of the box. So once you plug it in, you got to simply press and hold the home key, download the app. It's synced up relatively seamlessly, and now we are ready to fire this thing up. So the app itself has got the smart home app that it uses right here. And on there, it actually will do smart mapping. Now, I don't have it mapping anything yet because we've just plugged it in. So let's go ahead and see if we can build a fast map. I'm going to go ahead and click that button. I can hear it kicking on, and there she goes. She's going to head off. Like the fact that it has voice activated on there that actually tells you what it's doing. It's very clear and easy to understand. Now, once this actually gets going, it actually has 3 different suction levels, which means 3 different volume levels. It actually has like a 1600 PSA suction, a 2700 suction, which is what it will normally use, and then it even has an 8000 suction capacity when it needs to really start sucking that stuff off the ground. So we're going to go ahead and let it map the home and kind of see what it does. Using LiDAR, you can see it already has, even in just the first few seconds, begun to start mapping the home, which is kind of fun. So once it does, it'll allow us to segment off various rooms, avoid obstacles, a lot of other cool features. So we'll come back here in a minute and show you what it's done. So you can go ahead and set a zone. So on here, we've actually got a zone I've set up just right around here, just so I can kind of test out a couple of things. I'm going to go ahead and press the continue working button. And as this is going to go ahead and start up and connect and go ahead and follow within this particular zone here, I've gone ahead and put out some flour just spilled on the floor, and I'm going to go ahead and put out some water here. I'll go ahead and put some water out over here and assume we spilled some water, and we'll see how well it does getting all of that cleaned up for us. So even with one pass over the water and flour mixture, it seems to be doing a really fantastic job picking all that up. That was obviously going to be pretty extreme, typical, but what it's going to show on here is actually showing the exact pathway that this did a perimeter sweep, and now it's just going back and forth over the section that I've provided. It obviously does a good job as far as pet avoidance, so it realizes that there's animals that are there. So whenever it gets done getting charged, you can start it up cleaning, but I wanted to show you on the back side here, they actually have pinch this little button here. This is actually where the water in tank and everything is. You simply lift this up, put fresh water in there, and switch to sweeping mode. But do that, and you can then dump out the water in here as well. You also have your access to your dirty water, which you can see it's already sucked up quite a bit of nastiness in there, so we can go clean that out. And then once you clean that out, rinse it out, and fill up fresh water, it's as simple as snapping it back into place, and you're ready to go again for your next cleaning.
Water tank installed.